Imagine a battlefield where on one side stand the world's most powerful military forces, countries like America and Israel. They have cutting-edge fighter jets, billion-dollar missile systems, and some of the most advanced air defense technologies ever built. Now imagine on the other side a small, simple weapon, a drone that can cost less than a regular car. It sounds unbelievable, right? But this small weapon is quietly changing the future of modern warfare. For decades, the belief was simple: the more advanced and expensive your weapons are, the stronger you are on the battlefield. But today, that equation is starting to break. One of the biggest examples of this shift is the Shahed kamikaze drone. Unlike traditional missiles, this drone doesn't just strike instantly. Instead, it can stay in the air for a long time, searching for the perfect target. Think of it like a hunter in the sky. It circles, waits, watches, and at the right moment, it dives straight towards its target, exploding on impact and destroying both the target and itself. That's why it's often called a suicide drone or loitering ammunition. But what makes this drone even more interesting is how simple it is. It runs on a small engine similar to what you might find in a scooter. When it flies, it produces a strange buzzing sound, a sound that many people now associate with fear. Because when you hear it, you know something dangerous is nearby. Technically, the drone is not very complex. It uses GPS for navigation, and if that fails, it can rely on internal sensors to stay on course. But the real power of this drone is not in its technology, it's in its cost. Modern missiles used by advanced militaries can cost hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. But this drone, only a few $1,000s. Now think about that for a moment. To destroy one cheap drone, a country might have to use a missile that costs many times more. This creates a serious imbalance, and it gets even worse, because these drones are not used one at a time. They are often launched in groups, sometimes dozens, sometimes even hundreds, attacking from different directions at the same time. This kind of swarm attack can overwhelm even the most advanced air defense systems. On top of that, these drones usually fly at low altitudes, making them harder to detect by radar. By the time they are spotted, it may already be too late. Because of all these reasons, military experts now believe that these low-cost drones are reshaping the rules of war. This is no longer just a battle of firepower. It's a battle of strategy, economics, and smart technology. In the future, wars may not be won by the side with the most expensive weapons, but by the side that can think smarter, adapt faster, and fight more efficiently. And that is why these small, inexpensive drones are creating such a massive impact on the global stage. So now the real question is, how will the world's most powerful nations